I'm gonna be building a mini cabin on this empty piece of land.
The longer term goal is to build a 2-bedroom house with a rooftop deck, but that's going to require a lot of permits with the County of San Diego. So in the meantime, I'm going to build a mini cabin that's less than 100 square feet, and I can use it as a workspace while I get permits for the main house. But without access to electricity, water, or septic, that's going to be a challenge. How will we achieve it? That is the question. The first thing to figure out is where on the property we will place the mini cabin. This area of the property is surrounded by some cool rock formations and it has a pretty flat area. So I picked this as a potential candidate for the mini cabin. But before finalizing the spot, I'm gonna get a second opinion. All right, we're here with Viviana Vargas. Why should we put a mini cabin in this spot as opposed to other areas on the property?
It has a beautiful view. It's big enough to make activities like rock climbing, hiking, yoga. So I think it has a lot of potential. Yeah.
Well, you heard it from Viviana. She gave us the green light. We're gonna move forward with this spot right here. Now that we've picked the location for the mini cabin, let's figure out what's next. After doing some research online, I determined that the first goal will be to build a foundation for the mini cabin. Since the mini cabin will be about 100 square feet, I'm going to build a deck that's about 11 times 11 feet to have a little bit of wiggle room. Hold up, I've never built a mini cabin before. Since I've never built a deck before, I want to make sure the foundation is solid. So I decided to hire someone to help me build the deck. Meet Desmond. Desmond is a local hardworking craftsman who knows wood better than a gym bro knows leg day. Our agreement was that I would pick up all the materials from Home Depot and drop them off at the site. From there, he would take care of building the deck. My boy Desmond worked his magic and we went from this to this. A beautifully crafted deck ready to use for the mini office space. As planned, this deck measures 11 by 11 feet. As you can see, there's still a ton of bushes around the deck. It's also a little bit hard to access some of the boulders on the property. So I'll start by clearing out the area around the deck and creating some nice trails leading to the mini cabin. For the area around the cabin, I rented a brush hog, and let me tell you, this thing is a beast. Here's one of the trails that I want to create. Since the parking area will be over here, we need to create a nice clear path from here to here. I wasn't able to bring the brush hog over here because it's too rocky, so I'll have to do it manually. It did feel nice to get my hands a bit dirty and uncover the path. I'll be coming back to this later to add some lights and use stone to make the path more accessible. A lot of the brush in this area is really dry, which made it pretty simple to pull out of the ground. I can't wait to show you what the final path looks like, but that'll have to wait until the next video. There's also this nice boulder that I want to make more accessible in case I want to go climb. My friend Josue showed up with reinforcements.
Shit. Shush. And we got Junior over here, you know, for precision.
What else we got?
We got some good old
Oh, we're set.
some scissors, the heavy artillery.
God damn. He showed up with some extra tools and we were able to clear out the area. We were so stoked about the progress and ended up climbing for a bit. I want to give this boulder a name. Drop a comment if you have any suggestions and I'll pick the name that gets the most votes. In the meantime, let's go back to the deck. To give you some context, we didn't always intend to build a mini cabin. We actually considered a dome or a A-frame, and while those ideas are pretty dope, we ended up going with the mini cabin because it felt a little more permanent. I actually know someone who's built a mini cabin nearby, so let's go visit him for inspiration. All right, we made it here to Maze Rock Ranch. The reason I wanted to come here is because
They've also built a mini cabin here, so I wanted to kind of scope out what they have going on. So let's go check it out. They have a sink right here, so you press the button with your foot and then water comes out. So obviously a really good, efficient way to not waste a lot of water. Little warm-up holds. They have a bathroom that's completely separate from the mini cabin. They were able to embed the brick around the rocks that were already here.
Seeing what they built here at Maze Rock Ranch has given me a ton of ideas. The lighting, the paths, the way they integrate the cabin with nature. And standing here now on my property, it feels so real. We already chose the location, the foundation has been placed, and the dream officially has a footprint. But next, we stop planning, we execute. In upcoming episodes, we will actually build the mini cabin. In the meantime, I put a pull-up bar and some weights to enjoy a nice workout. If you want to watch someone figure out how to turn raw land into an actual retreat from scratch, hit subscribe. See you on the next one.